Justin Kazepis, today's Real Talk, todaysrealtalk.com, 844-STUDIO-4. That's the number. If you've got questions about real estate, give us a call. We'll take care of that for you. It is not legal advice, though. I'm supposed to say that. Though I am an attorney, it is not legal advice. You will want to seek your own attorney in your own local market. But if there's something I can do to help for now, just to kind of get you started, happy to do that. 844-STUDIO-4, todaysrealtalk.com. We're going to have Joel Gilly, the Public Affairs Director of Wayne County, on the show. We're going to talk about the comprehensive plan for Wayne County. We're also going to talk about the 2022-2023 budget. It is an important aspect and development. That is what we're talking about today. North Carolina is on the move. If you haven't looked out your window recently to see all the dirt that's moving around out there because of all the trucks and all the bulldozers and all the excavators, it is happening at such a rapid rate. So it's very important that we as a state, we as local counties and local municipalities be very good stewards with this time that we have right now. Very few people have the opportunity to recognize that they are in an economic driving time frame. That is where North Carolina is at. In the time frame and in the scale of things, North Carolina is on an upward trajectory. We like that. And that's okay, but we've got to go about it the right way. So we've got to think about things like county water and sewer treatment facilities. We've got to think about roads. We've got to think about bridges. We've got to think about county service infrastructure. All things that lay the proper foundation so the growing pains can be reduced. It starts at the top and it works its way all the way down, but everybody has got to do their job the right way. And it takes involvement from the citizens. Hey, if you aren't into real estate, if you aren't into knowing what's going on at your local government, that's okay, but it's not going to be okay then to complain later on. So if you want to have a say-so, you have that opportunity. That is your right, and I encourage you to exercise that right. Get involved. Find some way, shape, or form, even if it's just reading the agenda of your local municipality's board meeting, right? Just know what's going on, so then that way, 10 years down the road, you don't say, I didn't know that that was going to happen. You have every opportunity, and we make our own choices. Education, as I've talked about, is so important. So let's get educated about the development going on in North Carolina. What's important to you? What do you want to see in your local district that you live in? Do you want to see a lot more residential homes? Do you want to see a lot more retail business or industrial? Agriculture, hospitality, and tourism? What is it that has been seen, and what do you want to see in the future? Voice that opinion to your local legislator, to your local commissioners, board members, town managers, city managers, county folks. Get out there and start talking to people about it, because I'm telling you, North Carolina is at a pivotal point in its history, and we have that opportunity. So today, when we talk to Joel, what we want to find out is what's been going on in Wayne County in the past, and what do we want to see in the future, or what do they, as the citizens of Wayne County, want to see, and are those local leaders executing on that mission? And then we're going to talk about a budget. Taxes are real, okay? Let's be honest. Taxes aren't fun. Taxes aren't sexy, right? But what you get for those tax dollars is what matters. So who's being a good steward with that money that they're collecting from their citizens? That's what we want to find out. What is Wayne County doing with the dollars that they're getting? What are your local leaders doing with the dollars that they're getting from its citizens? Have you asked? Have you reviewed the budget? Are you sitting in on those meetings where they pile over papers and hours spent reviewing line items, different departments? Now, you may not have to go to that extent, right? But what is your county budget? What is your local municipality budget? How much money are they spending on an annual fiscal basis? Something to keep in mind, Generically, we as individuals think of taxes running on a calendar year, January 1st through December 31st. Local government by statute runs on a fiscal year that runs from July 1st through June 30th. So given the time of year we are in, budgets are very, very important. Because once you cross over into July 1st, you go into spending mode, where typically second quarter of the year is spent as planning mode. So we are crossed into spending mode as we are in third quarter and approach third quarter. So keep that in mind. Your local government has a lot of control right now. But what you have the opportunity to do is to learn about that process. So again, I ask you the question, what is important to you? What do you want to see done in the area that you live in? Because you have that opportunity. And you have to make the choice on whether you want your opinion to be known. And I encourage you to. I think a diversity of opinion is very important because, again, where we sit at in our time frame and history of North Carolina, now is the time where we need to hear from the people that live in this state. So I encourage you to do so. Justin Kazepis, today's Real Talk, today'srealtalk.com, 844-STUDIO-4. We're going to get into it with Joel Gilley here soon in a positive way, folks. We want to hear a diversity of opinions. 844-STUDIO-4. If you've got questions, give us a call. I'm going to do what I can to see what I can do to help. Justin Kazepis coming right back.